Welcome back to Instables, everyone. So I'm going to go over the market with you guys. I'm going to go over exactly where I expect us to go next and which levels we are trying to hold if we do continue on down. And if we are trying to bounce and continue on up, what exact level do we need to make sure we can reclaim to have a continuation on up? Now, Biden did just mention today that he's going to ban Russian oil purchases from the U.S.
We're banning all imports of Russian oil and gas and energy.
So I'm going to go over exactly what we're looking for here in the market to have a continuation on up. And again, if we do continue on down, what exact levels we're trying to hold. And again, if you are looking for intraday perspective breakouts, meaning breakouts within the same day, go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. So jumping into the daily chart with you guys here, the RSI, as you guys can see, we did mention yesterday that we were not oversold and we were pointing down, and that did show us that we were looking more bearish than bullish. And as you guys can see, again, we are not oversold, so it does show us that we still do have room to run to the downside because we are not under our 30 RSI. We have no reason to think that we're necessarily going to have a bounce, but one thing we do have is two levels that I wanted to go over. Again, that is 415 and 410. We need to make sure we do hold 410. This is when Russia initially attacked Ukraine. And as you guys can see here on the MACD, we do have our EMA lines pointing down. We do have an increase in sell pressure. So we would be looking for an increase in buy pressure, looking for a white shaded line coming in, a possible continuation on a decrease in sell pressure, so that way we can have this continuation up and give us that buy pressure to have a bounce here at about 410, 415. So if we did drop down below 410, I would be looking for a bounce at our $400 psychological resistance. As you guys can see, we have been increasing in sell volume. If we do continue to increase in sell volume above our previous volume point that we had from our 410 level that we did drop down to, we could continue on down here and we would be bouncing at our $400 psychological resistance. So if we did have a bounce at 400, then again, we will have our intraday perspective breakouts within these green candles. But again, if we do continue on down below 400 and we get that strong move to the downside below 400, then we could be looking at a level at 380 that we have been mentioning previously. So again, 400 and 380 would be the levels that I would be looking for here on the SPY if we did continue on down. This is a very key level here at 380 that we mentioned previously. As you guys can see, we had multiple bounces. We had our wicks to the downside, our doji candles, multiple bounces that did give us that bullish signal. And then we respected our 50-day moving average, and then we did continue on up here. So again, 380 would be the next level if we did drop down below 400. Again, the ball very much is in the court for Putin, in my opinion. Today, Biden did mention that we're going to ban purchasing oil from Russia. So again, that would put the ball in Putin's court, in my opinion. So we're going to keep an eye on this news. Now, jumping into the 5-minute extended hours with you guys, as you guys can see, we are just testing our 415 level. We did drop down below it, but we did not get an increase in sell pressure going to extended hours quite yet. We actually have some buy pressure that did come in. So again, we would be looking to see if we are going to continue on down below 415, or we could have a bounce here at our 410, 415 range, which in my opinion, if we do have a bounce, then we will be more so consolidating, leading into what Putin will do next based on the ban that we did put on Russian oil. So again, the ball very much is in Putin's court. So we will keep an eye on this news for the next 12 hours. Again, Russia today mentioned that they were doing a ceasefire so that way Ukrainian citizens could leave Ukraine. So again, that will end today. So the next move would be anticipating what Putin may do next. And we are going to keep that on the watch. And again, Putin does have a lot of reasons to not continue on into Ukraine, but at the same time, he has been mentioning that he will, so we're going to see what happens. Now, again, if you are looking for intraday perspective breakouts, meaning breakouts within the same day, go to instables.com in the description below, and only for $15 a month, you guys will never miss a breakout alert today again. And again, all of you instables that have been coming over and supporting the channel, I will continue to stay strong for you guys. We will continue to stay strong no matter how bad the market does get, no matter how bad the market does continue on down, as I have been saying, and we will continue to have our breakouts in the instables room. And just staying focused on momentum and just staying focused on these levels that we have been with each one of these stocks, staying focused on which sectors that we're going to continue to look for breakouts from, and just simply staying patient in this market and letting the plays come to us as we have been. And if we do see a de-escalation with Russia into Ukraine, then we will have more volume in the second half of the day. But for now, most volume will be in the first half of the day. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help other people find it, and it does help the channel grow. And I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.